Hello and welcome to another round of Essex Senior League highlights in partnership with WDSportz Analysis, bringing you 3 games from this weekend's action.
Woodford Town hosted beleaguered Sawbridgeworth Town on Friday night, with the away side still looking for their first win of the season. Straight after the first whistle, Woodford were looking to take charge of the match, but Francis Biak was fouled by Sawbridgeworth's Louis Webster, resulting in a free kick. Norman Kebe aimed well, but the Sawbridgeworth defence quickly intercepted the ball. Sawbridgeworth had an opportunity from Webster to score the first goal of the game, but his long ranger was easily picked up by Woodford keeper James Scammell.
Relax on it.
The away side still kept pressing on, and their efforts were rewarded when Harry Bushell tapped the ball into the bottom left corner. Moyo Jordan Ajibade wanted to show that Bushell's goal was no flash in the pan, but the Woodford defenders cut him out. Woodford had by now wised up to Sawbridgeworth, and their defence was proving to be rock solid. Sawbridgeworth would have gone for a second, but an offside flag ruled any hopes out. Nevertheless, they still kept at it, but Scammell easily saved Michael Folkes' effort from outside the 18-yard box. Woodford would soon edge ahead as Lorich Diakiese fired in a wonderful right footer. Ajibade pelted towards the Woodford goal to retake the lead, but the Woodford defence proved to be very resilient. Woodford were on the prowl again and came very close to a second, but Sawbridgeworth keeper Sam Hayward pounced to save the ball. Unfortunately for him, Diakiese fired in the ball again to make it 2-1. Sawbridgeworth were not done yet, as Bushell charged towards goal for his second, but Chris John and James Scammell halted the advance. Miles Passley would have scored 2, but the Woodford defence again were too strong for Sawbridgeworth. Biak tried a long pass to his attacking teammates for him to extend Woodford's lead, but the ball whizzed past both goal posts. Moyo Jordan Ajibade took advantage of the Woodford corner to surge up the pitch and equalise, but a Woods defender stopped him in his tracks. The action continued to hot up in the second half. Various Woodford players tried to go for goal, but the Sawbridgeworth defence kept each attempt out. Lorich Diakiese went for another goal with this free kick, but the Sawbridgeworth defence wall blocked him and deflected the ball away. Woodford still kept pressing on, but Sawbridgeworth's defenders continued to hold them off. Tayon Wright was all on his own as he aimed to add his name to the score sheet, but he was clearly shown to be offside. Harry Bushell went for his second to give Sawbridgeworth hope of getting something from this match, but James Scammell saved the ball. The following free kick and throw-in also proved to be fruitless as Woodford prevented Sawbridgeworth from levelling. The away side would not give up though, as Evaristo Kitoko went for goal. However, the Woodford defence cut him out. Frankie Oaten came really close, but the ball hit the side netting. Lorich Diakiese scored his hat-trick for Woodford not long afterwards, despite this interesting altercation with Sam Haywood. However, the match would be slightly spoiled, as after Miles Pastley was fouled, his teammate Ryan Wilsmer instigated an argument with several Woodford players, but the referee thankfully intervened. The player who fouled Pastley was booked after a discussion with the referee. Sawbridgeworth still pressed hard, but it was ultimately to no avail. At the end of the match, they still remain rock bottom of the ESL table without a win, and Woodford are now 7th, 1 point behind Hadley. Clapton were looking to get one over on their host tower Hamlets with an early goal, but Basir Ishanzada's attempt was too high. Tower Hamlets were no slouch either, but their retaliation was halted by the Clapton defence. Luan Callegro's corner was almost converted into a goal for Clapton, but Hamlet's goalkeeper Kevin Manuel deflected the ball away. The home side couldn't convert this free kick into an opening goal either, so the deadlock remained unbroken. Joshua Rusoke passed the ball up the field to Khalil Kirwan Mead, but Clapton's Francesco Ciccone quickly intervened for a chance at goal. That effort would come to nothing though. Tower Hamlets were still keen to open the score at home, but the attacking player's shot on goal was saved by Juan Wario Gomez, the Clapton goalkeeper. Controversy would dominate this early stage of the second half as this powerful long-range shot by a Tower Hamlets player was seemingly saved by Gomez, but referee Gary Cayley deemed it worthy of a goal. Gomez and many Clapton players protested vehemently, but the referee wouldn't hear of it.
Tower Hamlets
Hamlets were looking to extend their lead, but Anthony Musoke's long ranger missed the net. Clapton were desperate to equalise, but Kevin Manuel saved this attempt. The home side were pressing on towards a second goal, but Marcus Castano's effort was saved by Gomez. Masir Ishanzada was on course to equalise for Clapton, but a Tower Hamlets defender deflected the ball away.
23-0-0.
What's happening now?
Hamlets were getting closer to their second goal, and it paid off when Marcus Castano's left footer went through the away side's net.
43-42 Clapton.
It's a substitute, yeah. A few minutes left, I think,
Clapton were keen to salvage at least a consolation goal, but it mattered little as the match ended not long after the goalmouth scramble. Tower Hamlets moved up to 13th in the ESL table, while Clapton's loss sees them tumbling down to 17th. It was a day of changeable weather at Kitchener Road as 5th place Walthamstow hosted Redbridge, who were 10th coming into the match. The hosts would get their first chance at goal as their attacking player was judged to have been fouled in the penalty area, and so they were awarded a penalty. Dwayne James took advantage of this to give Walthamstow the lead. Redbridge would get their penalty not long afterwards as Stags goalkeeper James Bransgrove tangled with James Barlow. Motorman top scorer Daniel Gilchrist easily put away this penalty to level the score.
Same again! Tom! Hey, Tony, keep chasing them down. Giving you the ball every time. Keep doing it. Marlo, same again. Let's get on it, come on!
As the sky clouded over, Walthamstow went for 2 with this free kick, but Redbridge stopper Florence Gislett palmed the ball away. Nevertheless, they still pressed on, but the ball went anywhere but the nets.
Yeah! Oh. Well done! Hey, that's a free. Big win! Big winner! Yes, lady! Come up here. This is in the airport. Get up! Win! On the flag!
Redbridge still had fire left in them too, but this long ranger went over the crossbar. To make things more interesting, a sudden rain shower appeared before half-time. James Barlow wasn't fazed as he attempted an equaliser, but the Walthamstow defence halted the ball's progress. Redbridge was still keen to level the score, but Ollie Fortune's attempt to assist his teammates did not go to plan as the ball went over the Walthamstow crossbar again.
Where the fuck are we?
The sun started to poke through the clouds in the second half, but Florence Gislett wasn't dazzled as he saved Dwayne James's chance to extend Walthamstow's lead. He was also alert to the subsequent free kick provided by Billy Jones. Redbridge still weren't giving up trying to make the score all square, but James Bransgrove saved the ball from every attempt. Tony Martin's effort on goal was also wasted as the ball hit the side barrier.
Oh, come on! Relax! Relax! No shots! No shots! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Well done! Well done! Big win! Big win! Yes! Well done!
Walthamstow were awarded a free kick and Jones aimed for another goal, but a Redbridge defender got his timing all wrong and the ball unfortunately ended up in his own net.
Hey boys, still 5 to go. 10 to go.
With the sun setting lower and lower, it was hardly surprising that Dwayne James missed this opportunity to make it 3 for Walthamstow as the ball hit the fencing. Tom Harvey was also keen to add a third to Walthamstow's tally, but Florent Gislet snuffed out this opportunity. After a match with a cocktail of English weather, Walthamstow were the winners after the final whistle. They are now 4th in the table, only a point behind West Essex. Redbridge, meanwhile, still remain in 10th place.
Thank you, boys. Come, lads.
Here's how the other Essex Senior League clubs did in their respective games. Hashtag United continue to lead after a 1-0 away win at Takeley, and Saffron Walden Town beat Cockfosters 2-0 at home. Enfield won 1-0 against Southend Manor at home, Hadley won their home match against Holliston Town 1-0, Stansted trounced Sporting Bengal United at home 4-0, and West Essex drew 0-0 in their home match against St Margaret's-Bury.
So that does it for this week's Essex Senior League highlights. Please don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next week.